So a lot of stuff is happening right now in the PlayStation rumor mill. We might have some information towards a potential PlayStation showcase next month, which is not a big surprise because all the PlayStation showcases now have been in May. So the next one being in May is not very weird at all. But also Silent Hill 2 might show up at the PlayStation showcase, but also a new Astro bot game. And we have two insiders that are basically fighting each other. Let's talk all about this juicy PlayStation rumors for today's video. So sit back, relax, enjoy, take a beverage, and let's get on with this news. So a lot of interesting PlayStation stuff is going around right now. We might actually have a PlayStation showcase next month. Again though, that's not a very weird thing, but we have now different insiders basically talking about a potential PlayStation showcase basically coming up, as well as what might be there at that PlayStation showcase. By the way, if you guys are all interested in this content, maybe leave me a like, that would be very appreciated. And of course, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below and I might feature your comment in the next video. It can be about anything, it can be about PlayStation. Tell me, let's have a discussion. Keep in mind though, these are all rumors at the end of the day. Always take a rumor with a big grain of salt as always. But I usually tend to talk about the most credible rumors and credible sources and insiders. Famous insider Jeff Grubb, I've talked about him multiple times on the channel, basically said, Silent Hill 2 will indeed show up at the next State of Play showcase. He isn't really sure if it is a showcase or State of Play.
I have heard that there will be a PlayStation something, either a State of Play or a showcase next month.
Last year we had a showcase and we still need a release date for that game, and Silent Hill 2 has been rated in multiple countries now, so that is a big good sign that the game is close by for getting its release date. We don't know when it's coming out. I'm speculating still around September, that is my own speculation. But yeah, we are going to see Silent Hill 2 pretty soon. But there have been some other insiders as well that have been teasing a PlayStation showcase as well for next month. We also have John Harker on Reset Era that basically confirms the fact that there is a PlayStation showcase in May. And also another insider I've talked about numerous times on the channel, the Snitch, basically has posted this cryptic message on X, and he is well known to do that type of stuff, to post these cryptic posts. The user known as the Snitch posted a message on X suggesting that the May event will feature news for Silent Hill 2 remake and also something related to Astro bot franchise, which should be a new game. There has been a lot of speculation that in fact that there would be a new Astro bot game, especially after the success of that PlayStation 5 demo, which I also really enjoyed. And I would really like to see a full-fledged Astro bot game, like a platformer maybe. That would be very cool, but it might also be a VR game. Keep that in mind, because they've already in the past made a VR game as well. Maybe it's kind of a mixed thing that you don't have to use VR. That would be amazing. But basically the Snitch says this on Twitter: may a bot see through the fog of love. And of course bot represents basically Astro bot, and fog represents of course Silent Hill. That is not very difficult. What is pretty interesting though, the words may, bot and fog right here are basically, they are cursive and not straight. So the word may is also spelled this way. Maybe that is also a third hint towards something. Maybe I might be looking in too deep into this, to be fair. But yeah, we can already suspect here bot being Astro bot, and of course fog for Silent Hill 2. Now, some other pretty interesting news that is happening right now. Basically, you have insider Silk Knight. I've featured him in the past in a video about, he was basically correct when it came to the Ghost of Tsushima PC port basically, and he was spot on with that information. And he was saying a lot of stuff on Twitter when it comes to the PlayStation Showcase. But recently, Jason Schreier came out, and we all know Jason Schreier as like the god of insiders. Very interesting stuff that's happening here. I just want to read all this information from Silk Knight for you guys here, because it is all PlayStation related, and Jason Schreier is like, nah bro, some stuff here is just not correct. And Silk Knight actually replied to Jason Schreier, and they are basically now contradicting each other, and they now have this little Twitter feud, shall I say. Let's take a look at what they are both saying. It's interesting to discuss the strategy Sony will take in showcasing its games for the end of the year and beyond 2025. Obviously, there is a mid-year event where they might reveal one or two of their own games for 2025 and 2026, but I'm unsure if it's a state of play or a showcase. One, in terms of communication, PlayStation has changed and are now making game announcements up to a maximum of 2 years before their release, depending on the importance. 2. Sucker Punch's new game was supposed to be announced last year, but something changed. Its announcement should happen in the coming months. Jason Schreier did not agree apparently with those two statements in particular. He says, this new Twitter account has been getting a lot of attention recently in the world of gaming rumors, but I can confirm that several of its claims are false, such as, and then basically he screenshotted claim 1 and claim 2. Now, Jason Schreier is not outright saying right now that Ghost of Tsushima 2 will not be revealed at the showcase. And then Silk Knight also replied, because someone so relevant and respected in the industry would pay attention to someone small. Many nowadays lie, but you try to expose those who are starting to become relevant. I'm not worried. Time puts everything in its place. Oh, shots fired. I'm just going to take my popcorn right here. You want some pop? I hear you guys already saying in the comment section, Max, why the hell are you even talking about this random Twitter guy? And Jason Schreier, he's much more renowned. Yes, of course, that's true, but you have to know Silk Knight has been correct in the past. Maybe it was just luck that he was right, or maybe he had some easy information from somebody else. But still, because he was right, I have to cover him, or at least look at his information. He might be talking out of his ass. Now, there is some other stuff that he has been saying. I will continue to read his Twitter thread here, because there's more. The announcement of the PlayStation 5 Pro is tied to the announcement of certain games, but I'm not sure if they will showcase it at the upcoming event or after August. 4. Sony reported that they don't have games from well-known series for this year, but we should have information about 2 titles to be released in the second half of the year. One of them will be very well received. There are no more major acquisitions regarding new studios, but when such an announcement is made, it's because there is a game in progress. Sony is very cautious with these types of moves. Now, Silk Knight is also claiming another few things. The fact that Horizon 3 will take a bit longer to be revealed, and The Last of Us 3 is not Naughty Dog's active project. Naughty Dog's game is a new IP. So what he is basically talking about, the first new game from Naughty Dog will be a new IP and not The Last of Us Part 3. We all know that Naughty Dog is working on The Last of Us Part 3, but they want to basically do that new IP first. And we all kind of know this. This is not very much new information. We have had numerous of rumors in the past that Naughty Dog is actually working on a fantasy game, a new IP, and maybe that's the new IP he's talking about. Also, Horizon 3 not being done yet to be revealed, shall I say, or not ready enough yet to be revealed. That is absolutely understandable. I don't expect to have a new teaser already for Horizon 3. And we know I believe that there's a multiplayer Horizon game in the works as well, in development. And I think they would want to show that off first, of course. So yeah, don't expect Horizon 3 anytime soon though. Still, we have Ghost of Tsushima 2. That is rumored for now. I also do believe that myself, that it would get revealed at the showcase next month. As well as maybe indeed this new IP from Naughty Dog, which is a fantasy game. Is Silk Knight a fraud? That might actually be the case, but the thing is, he has been saying a lot of stuff that isn't weird, you know. Everyone can guess this if they follow numerous rumors. You can make these educated guesses. Naughty Dog has a new IP in development, which is a fantasy game. That is from a rumor from some time ago. Ghost of Tsushima 2 being in development, that is not strange. We have seen the hirings, of course, that they are in fact working on a new game with the Ghost of Tsushima combat system. So there is a lot of this information that is just kind of the same that he's saying here as all the rumors. He was one of the first though to talk about the Ghost of Tsushima PC port, and he was correct. Yeah, interesting stuff here. What do you guys think of all these rumors? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys still trust Silk Knight? Do you think he is a fraud? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's quickly do a comment of the day. This is from my Yakuza video. The G-Mork says on my video, my theory is that they are now doing spin-offs and mainline games in turns. So like a Dragon 9 is going to take a few years to get, but there could be a Brawler spin-off or two in the meantime. Judgment is a question mark, but personally I would like to see even a new spin-off, maybe go back to the 80s. Then Kiwami 3 might come just because 9 or just after. My own speculations, of course. Yeah, absolutely. I would love an 80s new Yakuza game set in the 80s. Of course, we have Yakuza 0, and that is probably one of my most favorite settings. That was also when the Yakuza was more in its prime as well. Maybe something set in the late 80s or early 90s. If you guys are interested in like a 90s setting Yakuza story, check out a TV show called Tokyo Vice. I've been watching that. That's a very cool TV show if you want more of 90s set Yakuza story. That's a very good story, and I hope if RGG does want to do a spin-off, a 90s Yakuza game like a Dragon game would be pretty cool as well. If you have a comment of your own, it can be about anything. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I might feature your comment in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming news, leaked rumors towards the biggest single player games. It can be about PlayStation. I talked about PlayStation today, but I also cover Xbox, as you can see Todd Howard behind me. And I also cover Nintendo Switch from time to time. As long as it's a big single player games, I will cover those. I will also do reviews. My next review will be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.